Hello, happy 2026. I just wanted to make a quick video to start the year off strong, so let's get into it. The main thing I've felt this year already is a lot more pressure that I'm putting on myself in regards to my long-term goals. Because before, what I wanted to do, it kind of felt far away. Not that I wasn't serious, but I felt like it didn't feel like a burden. It felt more like just something that was there, if that makes sense. But now that my life is basically starting, I'm starting to feel a lot more pressure, and I'm kind of struggling to manage those feelings, because pretty much for the past few years, a lot of what I've been doing is just practice. In regards to art, working on, the fundamentals, of course. Initially it was anatomy, but now I'm starting to work more on value and shapes and things of that nature. But I haven't started like a major project like a comic or a game. And it honestly makes me feel a little insecure, like I'm falling behind. But the primary reason why I've deliberately not started a major project is because I wanted to avoid feature creep, because I had a strong feeling that if I started too soon, I would get overwhelmed or not be satisfied with where I'm currently at and just quit and get discouraged. But I'm also trying to make sure I don't fall in the trap of waiting until I'm quote unquote good enough, because there will always be room to improve. Also, another major change I've made for this year is that I've made myself physically write out what my goals are, not just vaguely saying I want to get better, because that doesn't really describe anything. So I put them on sticky notes and posted them on the wall in front of my desk, so every time I sit down I see it. And on one hand, I think it's helped me because now it gives me a clear direction, and the progress I make does feel a bit more tangible, but it also makes me more nervous because I'm more scared now of messing it up. But I think as I get into the groove of things and the year goes on, I'll probably make a lot more progress than I'm expecting. And part of why I'm talking in the first place about these things that are bothering me is to hopefully show to you, the viewer, that you're not the only one struggling with these things. I mean, pretty much everyone is. I would say it's partially because of social media, but too often we see the young prodigy being propped up, like the 16-year-old, 17-year-old, 18-year-old kid who made something so awesome and great, and to spread this message or this expectation that, especially as an artist, you have to have everything ready to go and make professional level art by the time you're 18 or else you're useless. It's just really toxic, which is why I asked the question, why the rush? What are we in such a rush for? Why do we need to be good, quote unquote, in a short amount of time? Is it for a fleeting sense of superiority? Is it for external validation? Because things like that are very fickle. I think this is mostly a result of how our culture prioritizes results more over the process, which is why people are so focused on getting good at art but not appreciating the journey it takes to get there, and that art as a whole is a lifelong journey. It's not something that ends ever. So I guess in the end, the key is to just focus on yourself and only compare yourself to your past self, not to anyone else, because, well, you know how that goes.